Welcome back to our channel. Do you know that right now, while you are watching this video, in some corner of the world, a person sitting in an anonymous room is simply pressing a button and making $100 million disappear into thin air? This is money with no name, no record, and no government control. It is called black money, a curse which, if you touch, will lead your life behind bars. But for the 1% elite of the world, this black money is merely a raw material they use daily. They pass it through a magical machine so that the same money, which moments ago was a sign of crime, now shines in their bank account as a legal business investment. Today, we will show you the doors of this dark world where ordinary humans are forbidden to go. If you watch this video till the end, you will understand how the tax system on your hard-earned money is actually designed to make the rich richer. Before we unveil these secret methods, remember, this information will change your thinking. If you have the courage to bear the truth, subscribe to this channel now and like this video, because today we are going to speak the truth that major news channels fear to tell. The shadow economy. We live in a world where every coin has two sides. One is the money in your pocket, which your bank keeps track of. The other is money called shadow money. This is an economy that accounts for about 10 to 15% of global GDP, but is not recorded in any book. For a billionaire, the biggest fear is not income tax or jail, but the biggest challenge is how to use the wealth they earned outside the system. It is called money laundering, an art where dirty money is washed so clean that even the central bank cannot recognize it. This process consists of three complex stages: placement, layering, and integration. In this detailed documentary today, we will mention the 5 major and secret ways through which black money is converted into legal wealth. Number 1, the web of shell companies. First, let's talk about shell companies. This is the oldest and strongest weapon in the world of money laundering. Imagine a company with no physical existence, no office, no employee, and no real product, yet millions of dollars flow into its bank account. These companies are often set up in countries called tax havens, such as Panama, Cayman Islands, or British Virgin Islands. The laws of these places are so strict and secretive that no major agency in the world, whether FBI or Interpol, can find out who is actually behind this company. Billionaires send their black money into these companies under the names of consulting fees, service charges, or marketing expenses. But the game doesn't end here. The money moves from one company to another and then to a 10th company. In financial language, this is called layering. It is exactly like dropping a drop of ink into a glass of water and then distributing that water into thousands of different glasses so that the color and trace of ink completely disappears. By the time investigators reach the 5th or 6th company, they give up in exhaustion, because tracing the papers becomes impossible. Number 2, art and luxury scams. Now, I will tell you a method that will shock you: the hidden art market. You may have often heard in the news that a painting with just a few scattered colors sold for $50 or $100 million. Is this really the value of art? In most cases, no. The art world is the largest unregulated market in the world, where prices are determined solely by the buyer's and seller's will. Imagine a person has $50 million of black money. He buys a seemingly ordinary painting and then, through his own anonymous agent, inflates its price at an auction to $50 million. He buys this painting with his black money and stores it in a free port, a secret warehouse considered in an international zone, not within any country's borders. There is no tax, no investigation. Now, he owns a valuable asset. A few years later, he legally sells it to another person or company, and the check he receives is pure white money that he can deposit in any bank without fear. This is how black money becomes crystal clear white money in the name of art. Number 3, offshore banking secrets. There are some countries in the world whose entire economy is built on a single word: silence. In Swiss, Luxembourg, and Cayman Islands banks, money has historically been considered above all law. Account holders' names do not exist, only specific code numbers. When a billionaire transfers his black money into these accounts, it disappears from the world map. But how do they bring it back? The method is very interesting. They take loans from the same banks in the names of their other companies. Now they can openly spend this money in their country, buy luxury cars, and build mansions. Because when the government asks, they simply say, I borrowed this money from a foreign bank. Loans are tax-free, and no one considers it a crime. In this way, they use their black money in the form of loans as white money. Number 4, the real estate flip. Why are the most expensive towers in London, New York, and Dubai, whose lights are often off at night, empty? The answer is money laundering. Real estate is the biggest graveyard for hiding black money. Billionaires invest their black money into real estate through shell companies. They buy the most expensive buildings, make minor modifications, or simply wait a few years, and then sell them at market rate. The profit they make is considered completely legal wealth. This is why buying a house for an ordinary hardworking person in cities like London and New York has become a dream, because they cannot compete with the money laundering machines of these billionaires who manipulate prices at will. This process not only whitens the money, but multiplies its value many times. Number 5, the crypto revolution. And now let's talk about the biggest weapon of the modern era, cryptocurrency. While blockchain technology claims transparency, privacy coins have given money laundering a new form. Now billions of dollars move from one digital wallet to another in seconds, and no border or customs officer can stop them. Launderers now use technologies like mixers and tumblers, where thousands of people's legitimate and illegitimate money is mixed in software. When the money comes out, it is impossible to tell which dollar belonged to whom. This digital method has made tracking so difficult for governments that they are still far behind chasing this technology. A haunting truth. So, will all this ever end? The truth is, and you may not like it, this system was never made to end. As long as tax havens exist in the world, as long as the silence of banks is traded, and as long as the powerful sit at the same table as lawmakers, this money flip game will continue in the same way. You may sleep peacefully tonight watching this video, but remember, at the same moment, millions of dollars are passing over your head in the form of digital waves, cleansing a major crime. This is a silent war whose loss always falls on the ordinary person. If this video has opened the windows of your mind and forced you to think differently, share it now with your friends and family so they can also know what is happening behind the curtain of the world. Tell us in the comment section if you want me to reveal in the next video the specific banks and brands directly involved in this game. Your opinion is very important to us. Remember, the truth is always bitter, but knowing it is your fundamental right. See you in the next sensational video. Thanks for watching, and stay with us for the next video.